Hi everybody. This video is going to be an overview on head lifts, right? The neck exercise, work on your head extension. So it's really important to make sure those muscles are strong, because so often we get really tight in the neck flexion, bring the head down. So you want to just make sure the back is good. Can potentially help with neck pain if you do this often enough, or if that's what's causing the neck pain, obviously. So I would advise doing this on a bed, hanging your head off the bed. I don't have a really easy way to film that, so I'm going to do this on the Swiss ball. There are advantages and disadvantages to both, but I find the bed a little bit easier to relax and really engage that musculature. The Swiss ball, you have to be engaged in other places too, so it's a little bit harder to relax while you do this. So you're going to get yourself right onto the edge of your surface. Now you want to think about your collarbones are either just on the edge or just slightly off. Hands are back, so if you're on a bed, you just kind of relax, palms in, with your hands back. I'm going to put them up here because that's where it's most comfortable on the Swiss ball, because you want to be able to get the shoulder blades not necessarily super pinched together, but it's kind of engaged. So you're resting there, and then you're going to let your head come down. Take a breath in, and then exhale. You're going to bring your head away from the ground, and then look forwards, and then come down, and then up, and down. Right, so this is the movement. Kind of lifting the head, letting it tuck as you come down, and then bringing it up. I like to think about kind of bringing my head up. So thinking about bringing my head up as far as it'll go, and then driving forwards with my chin. So that really engages all that neck musculature in the front, and then down. So just nice calm movements. Working on the exhale as you lift, inhale as you come down. Allowing that little bit of lactic acid to build up in between your shoulder blades and then up your neck. Right, these muscles are very commonly underworked, so it's important to just get movement in there, get them to feel that tension. You can play around with different versions of like how you're trying to lift your head. If you're trying to think about moving away from the ground versus curling up straight from the bottom. Your cervical spine has a lot of mobility to it, so feel free to play around. If you want to do some rotational movements in there, which you totally can, but I'm going to not put in the write-up because they're a little different. You get yourself back all the way, and then keeping that backness, right, keeping away from the ground, you just twist towards one shoulder, and then back to neutral, and then twist towards the other shoulder. Everything else is the same. So you can try it out. There's a lot of different ways you can do head movements there. It's similar to the ones we did last week and the tabletop movements, but because you're focusing on so much more of the rest of your spine there, it's harder to get at just the neck. I found this one actually to be a lot more effective in just getting that neck musculature working, which is kind of the goal for this one. So embrace the lactic acid, try and push into it a little bit. The rep range one is kind of difficult on this, so you want to just kind of feel it, probably in the 15 to 20 range. It really depends on how much endurance you have in the back there. So don't push too hard, and if anything feels weird while you're doing this, if you feel a lot of tension building up or pain and pinching sensations, obviously stop, try to relax, and then go back into it a little bit more slowly, a little bit more focused on feeling the vertebrae move. So try it out. Hopefully you find some relief from that neck tension in this movement. I know I do, so it's really enjoyable.